Other than one lens that I've seen the pictures from, there are no other lenses coming out this year. So I'm going to announce the winners last year. The winner by me was announced. The best lens of the year was the Tamron of 15-30. And that lens did go on to win some super huge award from, I forget the name of the photographic company, is winner best lens of the year. It's like, well, that's exactly what I told you. I told everybody it would be. I mean, it was just outstanding. This year's winner of the best lens of the year has to be split up between these two lenses. I know I have 4 lenses here, but these 3 lenses are the same. Why did I bring out 3 of the same lenses? Because I had some people say, well, that guy says, that guy's hyperbolic. He says he's got like 5 of something or 6 of something. I don't believe it. And a couple times I've been talking about the Voigtlander 58mm f1.4 nocton lately. And a few people's like, oh, no, you don't have 3 of those lenses. It's like, well, here they are, baby. 1, 2, 3. So the winner of the Best Lens of the Year award is these two lenses, right? The Voigtlander, available in Canon mount. I think it's still available in Canon mount. See, I don't keep on top of Canon stuff, alright? And Canon mount and Nikon mount. It's the Voigtlander Nocton 58mm f1.4. What is so amazing about this lens? This lens is actually a top value. There is no other better value. Well, except for some like old Nikon lenses, which are like dirt cheap, 40, 50 bucks. This is a current manufacturer. There is no other better value lens out there. Now, it is a manual focus lens. This is the older one with the rubber focusing ring. The newer one is all metal. The focusing ring is metal, so they're both exactly the same optically. This lens is made like a tank. It is made even a hair better than Zeiss. Now, Casino Voigtlander actually produces Zeiss lenses in Japan, most of Zeiss's lenses, so it should be no surprise to anybody that the quality is basically identical, because they're both made, by the same peeps. Micro contrast, unbelievable, incredible. Color saturation off the scale. The phase, the gain, the bandwidth on this lens are astonishing. This lens new is like 480 some bucks. The importer for these is Camera Quest out in Los Angeles. You can get a used one of these on eBay. They're usually like 380 bucks. Used to be, usually anyway. B&H Photo and other places always have used ones, rarely, here and there. It is a CPU lens, which means you can use on a D3000 or D5000 series, kind of like a Nikkor AIP. You have CPU contacts and a CPU chip that is underneath there. This lens is astounding, it's amazing, it's miraculous, it's incredible. Because it is a chipped lens, you can use it, unlike an old manual focus Nikkor, you can use it in any mode, aperture priority, shutter priority, manual, and professional mode. That's what Ken Rockwell called P mode, professional mode, which is really funny. I call it puss mode, and he calls it professional mode. It means program mode, or automatic, basically. This lens is absolute top value. This lens should be $1,000, but it's not. It's 400 bucks basically used, and 500 bucks basically new. Made in Japan. It is silk, sex, and sugar squared. Not just silk, sex, and sugar, but silk, sex, and sugar squared. It's amazing. It's mind-blowing. The other great thing, this lens just keeps going on and on about why it's so friggin' amazing. It's cheap as hell and made like a Rolex, for one. Number 2, the Nikon equivalent of this lens costs 4 times as much. No, 3.5 times as much. The Nikkor 58mm f1.4 nocton. That lens sucks. It's plastic. No bueno for a lot more money. No. Another perfect thing is that this lens is absolutely exquisite for use on full-frame camera. It's a full-frame lens. Perfect for full-frame or DX crop sensor use. Perfect portraiture focal for this lens. For portraiture, and a DX crop sensor. There's some other little amazing attributes about this lens that I can't think off of hand, just off the top of my head, that I'm not thinking about. Anyway, all metal construction, even slightly better manufacturer than Zeiss lens, which is a pinnacle quality. It's a chrome-plated brass rear mount, low element count. If you're a black and white photographer, this lens is a must-have, because micro contrast is not something you could add in your computer. It is intertonal details, and when it comes to black and white photography, intertonal details is God, and having that is, oh my God, so important. Second lens as winner of the year, they both win lens of the year, is the Fujifilm 16mm. Oh my God, f1.4. One of the last Fuji lenses I tested. I thought, oh well, you know, making a 16mm really good is impossible. This lens is mind-blowing. It's stunning. It'll knock you on your ass. It's just, it's incredible. I mean, I would hearken to dare to even think of not owning this lens after having used it quite a bit now. It's not, it pales, makes the 14mm look like crud by comparison. I own the 14mm also. There's just no way. It's like, which would you, you know, which would you rather have, like, you know, 4 14mm, 3 of which you could, no to the 14mm, no and double no. This lens is so much better. Incredible. Micro contrast, incredible. Distortion, low, incredible, I mean, not incredibly high. It's unbelievable that Fuji can make a 16mm, because making an ultra wide like this really good is basically impossible, and this lens is not really good. It's absolutely frigging amazing. And people ask, well, what about the 10 to 24? What about the Fuji wide-angle zoom? No, nothing comes close to this. There's some lenses, like these two lenses, are untouchable. There are about a dozen lenses that there's nothing that I can compare them to, because there's nothing that comes close. They'll have some of the same attributes, but the full spectrum, no. These lenses are the untouchables. They sit at the top of a great, great pinnacle way up high in the sky, and nothing comes close to them. Some other lenses will have the same attributes, but as far as the whole package and what they are, these lenses are untouchable. They're incredible. Now, this lens is not cheap. Currently it's on sale. This lens is way, way, way underpriced. It should be a $1,000 lens, and it's not. It's half that. New, but you can get it used for like 380 bucks. A lot of people bought this lens on my recommendation, and no one has said anything other than, oh my God, this lens is amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. Literally, that's what they email me and say when they get this lens. That's no exaggeration at all. I don't make a penny whatever you buy. I don't make a penny. So those are my picks for the best lens of the year. The best lens of the year this year for 2016 is two lenses, these two. The 16mm f1.4 Fujifilm X series lens and the Voigtlander 58mm f1.4 nokton, short for nocturnal or night, right? Awesome stuff. Wouldn't even imagine not owning either one of these lenses. So, and for those of you people that said I didn't have 3 of these lenses, it's like, there you go, there's 3 of them. Bye.